Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you want to improve your English naturally, you're in the right place. Today, we are going to learn English through a simple and interesting story. First, I will tell you the story. Then, we will learn important vocabulary words from the story. Finally, we will answer some comprehension questions and practice speaking English together. So, relax, listen carefully, and let's begin. Part 1. The Story. The first day at college. Akhil was 18 years old and had recently completed his school education. He had always dreamed of joining a good college and making new friends. After months of waiting, he finally received admission to a college in a nearby city. The night before his first day, Akhil was excited but also nervous. What if I don't make any friends, he thought. What if I get lost on campus? Despite his worries, he packed his bag carefully and went to bed early. The next morning, Akhil woke up before sunrise. He ironed his clothes, checked his documents, and ate breakfast with his parents. His mother wished him good luck. His father smiled and said, "Be confident, everything will be fine." After breakfast, Akhil boarded a bus and headed toward the college. The journey took nearly 1 hour. As the bus approached the campus, Akhil looked out the window. The college was much bigger than he had imagined. There were several buildings, a large library, sports grounds, and hundreds of students walking around. For a moment, Akhil felt overwhelmed. He took a deep breath and entered the campus. Near the entrance, a group of senior students welcomed the newcomers. They helped students find their classrooms and answered their questions. This made Akhil feel more comfortable. Soon, he found his classroom. Many students were already seated. Some were talking with each other while others sat quietly. Akhil chose an empty seat near the middle of the room. A few minutes later, a boy sat beside him. "Hi, I'm Rahul," the boy said with a smile. "I'm Akhil," he replied. The two quickly started talking. They discussed their hometowns, favorite subjects, and hobbies. Within a few minutes, Akhil realized that making friends wasn't as difficult as he had feared. Soon, the professor entered the classroom. Everyone became silent. The professor introduced himself and welcomed the students. He explained the course structure, classroom rules, and examination system. The lecture lasted for nearly an hour. Although some parts were difficult to understand, Akhil listened carefully and took notes. After the class ended, the students were given a short break. Akhil and Rahul decided to explore the campus. They visited the library first. The library was enormous. Thousands of books filled the shelves. There were quiet reading areas and computer sections for research. Akhil loved reading, so he was excited to spend time there. Next, they visited the cafeteria. The cafeteria was crowded with students eating, laughing, and chatting. Akhil bought a cup of tea and a sandwich. While eating, he met several other students from different places. Everyone seemed friendly. By the afternoon, Akhil felt much more relaxed. The campus no longer seemed unfamiliar. He had already made new friends and learned his way around the college. Before leaving, the principal gave a short speech. She encouraged students to work hard, participate in activities, and make the most of their college life. Her words inspired Akhil. As he traveled home that evening, he reflected on the day. He realized that many of his fears had been unnecessary. The day had been enjoyable and memorable. When he reached home, his parents eagerly asked about his experience. Akhil smiled and said, "It was amazing. I was nervous in the morning, but now I'm excited for tomorrow." That night, he went to bed feeling confident and hopeful about the future. His college journey had officially begun. The end. Part 2. Vocabulary Lesson. Now let's learn some important vocabulary from the story. 1. Admission, meaning permission to enter a school or college. Example, she received admission to a famous university. 2. Nervous, meaning feeling worried or anxious. Example, I was nervous before my interview. 3. Campus, meaning the area where a college or university is located. Example, the college campus is very beautiful. 4. Overwhelmed, meaning feeling that something is too much to handle. Example, I felt overwhelmed by the amount of work. 5. Professor, meaning a teacher at a college or university. Example, the professor explained the lesson clearly. 6. Lecture, meaning an educational talk given by a teacher. Example, the lecture lasted for 1 hour. 7. Explore, meaning to look around and discover new things. Example, we explored the city during our vacation. 8. Cafeteria, meaning a place where food is served. Example, the students gathered in the cafeteria. 9. Reflect, meaning to think carefully about something. Example, he reflected on his mistakes. 10. Inspired, meaning motivated to do something. Example, the speech inspired me to work harder. Part 3. Comprehension questions. Now let's check your understanding. Question 1. Why was Akhil nervous before his first day at college? Pause the video and think about your answer. Answer. He was nervous because he worried about making friends and finding his way around the campus. Question 2. Who was the first friend Akhil made? Answer. Rahul was the first friend he made. Question 3. Which place on the campus impressed Akhil the most? Answer. The library impressed him because he loved reading. Question 4. How did Akhil feel at the end of the day? Answer. He felt confident, happy, and excited about his future. Part 4. Speaking practice. Now repeat after me. Sentence 1. I was nervous on my first day. Pause and repeat. Sentence 2. I made new friends at college. Pause and repeat. Sentence 3. The campus was beautiful. Pause and repeat. Sentence 4. I enjoyed exploring the library. Pause and repeat. Sentence 5. I am excited about my future. Pause and repeat. Excellent. Part 5. Life Lesson. This story teaches us an important lesson. Many people worrying about new situations. Whether it's a new school, a new college, or a new job, it is normal to feel nervous. However, once we take the first step and face our fears, we often discover that things are much better than we imagined. Confidence grows through experience. So don't be afraid of new beginnings. Every successful journey starts with a single step. Congratulations! You have just learned English through a story, improved your vocabulary, answered comprehension questions, and practiced speaking. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future English lessons. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep improving your English. See you in the next video. Goodbye.